today I have the 2025 CoraCreaCrafts Advent Calendar. This is the small calendar. Small, there's still 24 days in here. This year, Coralie from CoraCreaCrafts sold two different sizes of calendars. You can see CoraCreaCrafts is right here in gold foiling, 2025 Small Advent Calendar. And it's very hard to see, but I absolutely love the design of the box. On the side here it says open for some magic, also in gold foiling. It's an absolutely stunning outer box. And then all of the envelopes, I have opened a few already just to get them started so I don't have to do all the opening, but there's lots that I have not opened. We're going to do this in order. I'll do this as quick as I can, but I also want you to be able to see the items. So I paid about, I think with tax, I did this in pre-order, got them very early. So about $84 for this pre-order. That included tax. Shipping was free. I'm just looking for some numbers while I'm talking. And the big advent calendar has larger items. It's also more expensive. So honestly, I chose, of course, by price, and also, here's number 4, I chose by what types of materials I use. Ooh, there's 24 down there. And I just thought that these would be some of the most logical choices and more items that actually the types of items that I use and enjoy. You know, I'm definitely more into paper. You probably have a spoiler there with that one being open. So I have an idea about what types of items are going to be in here. Here's day 1, but I don't know in terms of theme or anything like that. So day 1 is a washi tape. If you follow me on Instagram, you did see day 1. I'll spoil a few on Instagram, but most are going to be in this video. I mean, the full calendar is in this video. So this is a washi tape that has some academia labels. That's just how CoraCreaCrafts described it. So it says library here, and I'm not going to open up every single item and show every single thing, or we'll be here a long time. But this is just washi tape, you know, standard washi tape. Of course, it's wrapped in plastic, so not a bad start at all. Everyone knows I love washi tape. So going to day 2, I am going to keep as many of these envelopes as possible to reuse. I can use the envelopes in my collages as well. So there were lots of pet tapes promised, even just the loops, honestly, which is fine with me. So she's got these rubber bands around them. It's a pretty good way to store them. I am working on some storage solutions for pet tapes. All right, so this pet tape loop, it looks like it has pre-cut stickers. These 2 stickers got stuck to the bottom of the loop with the way it was wrapped up. Actually, one is now on part of my finger, and I don't want to lose it because it's a mushroom. So I'll have to figure out that, but when I opened it, if you see there, 2 of the papers are stuck. So I do hope, I don't know if there's any good way to wrap these, but these are individually cut stickers, and it looks like some type of academia theme again here. Here's a skull and some books. That gives me some Shakespeare vibes. So I think this is going to be really nice. You know, individual stickers are fun. And I mean, there's a moth, there's a little bit of everything on this roll. And you know, I like the clear where it's easy and you can just peel them and stick them down. There's some keys up here at the top, a little bird, an envelope. This will be a lot of fun. Individual stickers to use. There's a owl there in a cage. So definite, oh, and a snowy owl. Definite some academia, Harry Potter type vibes. And that'll be fun to use. I think I'm going to look into a binder for storing pet tapes. Let me know if anybody else has any other storage suggestions. This is number 3 right here. Is rolling them up like that each time is going to be too much if I want to do that every time I use them. So I don't even know what's in here. I have not looked. Oh wow, this is like an ephemera kit from the looks of it. I see vellum papers. Oh my goodness, this will be fun. There are lots of kits like these. Vellum is great. Actually, Coralie, if you're listening, I do kind of miss all the vellum paper that she used to do. She's kind of moved on, you know, in some of her designs and items. And I understand the pet tapes are popular, but vellum paper is a lot of fun. And these are just random vintage. These are kind of like cardstock, ephemera, tickets. There's people in here. This is very vintage. We have the Saturday Evening Post. This is going to be a lot of fun. Just random little boy there. Photographs. This is all vintage ephemera. All right, day 4 is a sticker sheet, all with words, phrases. Love this, focus, grateful, currently, to do, note to self, and just a whole bunch of little sayings. Those come in handy. I actually have not used many words, and I have tons of word stickers. I need to use more in my collages. Day 5. Oh, we have some dragon scales. There are different colors of dragon scales in frames, and then there are some dragons. Now, I still have a bunch of dragon pages from 2 years ago in that advent calendar from CoraCrea. You saw I used some of the dragons for the first time in my Halloween spread. I'm not big into fantasy and dragons. I could cut out the scales and use them differently and use the frames differently as well. So I'm thinking about doing that. All right, day 6 and day 9, I think I have this correct. I'm going by the top of the envelope, and if not, I apologize if you see any unboxings that show it differently. Day 6 is another pet tape with stickers. These appear to be vintage stickers of some sort. There's some lace, there's patterns. I'm not too sure. I mean, just, you know, they're good for backgrounds. They look good on vintage pages and spreads. There's more than what's on this roll, and keep a little bit of it rolled up this time. Day 7 was at the very bottom of the box, largest envelope in size, also the flattest, and it looks like it's some type of pouch that has the same pattern, so I can keep some stationery things in here. This looks like a good size, maybe for sticker sheets. Not sure if Coralie will say anything as the days come out. I can't remember what day I'm going to post this, but if it's come out by then, I'll amend it. And it does look like it expands a little bit here on the side. So it's an interesting storage pouch. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put in there yet, but maybe I'll be able to find something. I love the pattern. We're going to move on to day 8 right here. All right, day 8 is a washi tape, a wider washi tape of the pattern that is on the outside of the box and all of these envelopes. I think it's more of the box because it's the purple leaves versus these envelopes having like the golden type wheat colored leaves. So I'm glad, you know, this is a very pretty pattern. I'm glad that we'll be able to use a washi tape form of it. Day 9, hopefully, or maybe day 6, hopefully day 9. Feels to be a vintage, just a little rubber wooden stamp. It just says the word vintage. Her stamps are usually very detailed, so I'm sure this will be nice. Has CoraCreaCrafts on the side there. So if you've got vintage, you've got nice vintage handwriting to go along with it. As I'm opening day 10, I just want to say that I have seen the big calendar spoiled in full, but I have not looked at any spoilers for the little calendar. I wanted to open these all up with you guys. So I was just recording a short in case you couldn't tell, holding it vertical. I'm not going to edit that out either. This is a sticker sheet. Medieval fantasy blue flowers. Well, you know, I like blue, and medieval stuff is kind of cool. I wanted to get a better look at them. I think they could be transfer stickers. That is not my forte. I have tried them in on some pages. I'm gonna wait until she reveals this before I use them to make sure, but I think they are, judging by the way this backing is already coming off. So I think, you know, there's this horse here. The horse is really pretty. I really like the horse. There's some medieval things. I just don't, you know, I haven't gotten any I love medieval stuff. I just haven't really gotten supplies for it. There's only so many themes I feel like that someone can craft for, and I have so many supplies as it is, but I'm sure I can find, I mean, they're beautiful blue. Maybe I can incorporate this into a blue collage of some sort. All right, 11 is another pet tape loop with pre-cut stickers. Unfortunately, they're all dragons again, and these are kind of cutesy dragons. So they're not even going to go with the vintage dragons of the calendar from 2 years ago, or the other items that she put in this calendar. So trying not to be disappointed, but I'm, you know, maybe I'll just have to make some things that just aren't really me. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I mean, there's certainly beautiful designs and well done. All right, for day 12, I'm hoping for more of a me item. Not really sure, and I haven't opened this yet, but day 12. I can't really see. I'll show you guys, and then I'll try to figure out what it is. They look like gems. I think some are flatbacks. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't mind trying some flatback gems. I am not going to open them here. They're so full, but you can see they're sparkly, and a lot of people use them. It would be fun to use them in some pages, especially if they're flatbacks. If they're not, then I guess they could be put in shakers. I don't really make those. So we're going to go to day 13 and see what we have. I did already open this one at least, so that's half the battle here. And we have, oh, these are regular stickers. Okay. These are not transfer stickers. This is good. This is Mystical Academia. So kind of going along the lines of the pet tape from earlier. And I remember I did see peeling this one off. So it's kind of like a washi paper material. So just to give you an idea, we've got some plumes, some robes, an owl, of course, another skull, books, some trees. So this will be fun. Got a moth in there. This will be nice to use. Lots of wizarding academia type stuff to do. Even some glasses that have a certain shape, you know, like a certain wizard we all know. So that looks like a fun day. Day 14, you know, I could use an elf. Elf for hire. Anyone living near me? I would love an assistant for this unboxing. Just to roll things up, put things away, put things in plastic. Anyway, day 14 is a pet tape with what's looking like some type of black design. Again, I'm not going to open everything, but you know, I think the designs are going to look like this. So that could be fun. It'll be clear behind it, and maybe some cool borders. I'll have to explore it more. It looks like there's a little break in it, which makes me wonder if it's all on one pet tape or if it's two separate ones. So that'll be a mystery when I go to open it. Day 15, one of the thicker items in this calendar. See? Oh, wow. So she's really utilizing this pattern a lot. This is a spiral notebook, hardcover. It says notebook right there, just like the outer box. And it is not lined, so just a blank papers. A lot of people enjoy making tiny collages. That's really not me, but I'm sure I could find a use. Or if I've got some themes like the dragons where it's not enough to make a full page, maybe it'll be something in this size, but I'll definitely find a use for that. Day 16, I did open it ahead of time. It's another pet tape, but this one I'm really excited about. We've got snakes, we've got beautiful moths, we've got botanicals. These are all peel away stickers. We have a jellyfish, we have mushrooms. This is right up my alley. We've got a crow, butterfly, more mushrooms, some type of insect. This is a beautiful fern. This is way more, well, minus the rat. This is way more up my alley. Really like this. There's some type of nautilus shell there. I mean, this is really good. So far, I would say we're on day 16. It's my favorite item of the calendar so far. We'll see if anything beats this. All right, day 17 is here, and we have some gold foiling on washi tape. It's a very interesting purple. It's actually, it's quite a purple shade. Isn't this more like a magenta maybe? Not too sure, but it's got some like fancy, it almost looks like a wallpaper or some type of royal design. Just gorgeous, shimmery, and another thick washi tape. These are always super sticky and good quality. She does make amazing washi tapes, and there's usually tons on the roll, so this is cool. I don't know what I'll use this with yet, but it'll make a gorgeous border, or it'd be a very thick border, but you know, it'll be fun to use. So number 18 is a sticker sheet. It's looking like it's going to be fantasy related and probably transfer stickers. There's no cuts around them. I'm not going to open it up, you know, and check right now, but we've got a little bit of everything. Beautiful evergreen trees, a green dragon, a wolf, a castle, an egg up there. I mean, a fairy, you know, some mushrooms at the bottom here, cute botanicals. See, there's like a theme, but not a theme, if you're getting my vibe. And we're going to go on to day 19. All right, I pre-opened 19 and 20, but did not peek in. So for day 19, I don't really know what we have. There's a couple of things in here. There's two things. I'm going to have to look at them up close. Okay, they're little clips. So this is like an envelope, and you squeeze here and it'll open and clip something. I'm not going to open these out of the package right now. And then this is like a botanical, kind of looks like a wax seal, but in clip form. So sometimes people use them to keep their page open when they're working in their journal. All right, I started it's another pet tape for day 20. I was going to see if these were actually a sticker or not. Yeah, they are stickers again, which is nice. It's a fairy. I think they're fairies, some weird fairies. This is not Coralie's style. I'm a little, at least I don't think, a little disappointed here. It's very strange. It won't go with the vintage fairies at all. So I don't really know how I'm going to use these. If anything, these will go with the cutesy dragons. And they kind of look like a similar design. All right, we are down to the last 4, everybody. I kept big number 7 down at the bottom so it would stay flat. That's that pouch. 21, 22, 23, and 24. All right, here's 21. I think these are stickers. I hope they're not transfer stickers. They don't appear to be transfer stickers. I think they're Japanese lanterns, perhaps, or maybe Chinese. I apologize. We're going to keep them in the plastic, but those, I don't know what I'll do with them, but they look fun. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I really love, I don't want to, say, and I love CoraCreaCrafts. I've gotten so many of her curated boxes, but because it's all one theme, I have other supplies to use with it. And then I get something completely random at like this, which they're beautiful. These are stunning stickers, amazing stickers. But I don't have anything to go with it, if that makes sense. Let me know if you're a crafter, what you do in these situations, or, just any ideas in the comments below. 22 is a gorgeous floral washi tape. I'm very happy with this. This might be my second favorite item. So again, it's a beautiful green background and kind of like a, what is that type of blue? Maybe it's like a slate blue or periwinkle almost. So I guess that's more purple. And there's a candle in there. It's florals, it's soft, it looks really pretty. So I like that a lot. That'll be nice. We have 2 more items, you guys. All right, I opened 23 up because it's interesting. These look like little gold foil borders. This does peel off, but then the white stays. So I don't know. They're really pretty. I just, and there are some ones that are clear in the back here. So let me know if you have any ideas of what to be done with, what to do with the white ones. Sorry guys, my stamina is going. This is actually longer than I usually record. And I'm just having a hard time here. So my fingers just aren't working. But I like the clear ones. I think they'll be pretty. Although even when it's clear, you can kind of still see. I'll have to cut around them a little bit, I think, do some fussy cutting. They're very gorgeous. So this can be used kind of in any theme. Maybe I could use this with the Japanese lanterns. They kind of look nice together, I think, right? Maybe that's an idea. Let me know if that's a horrible idea. Please, in the comments, I need help. See, and I keep holding it like this. I apologize. I've been shooting some shorts as well and reels, so I hope I didn't film most of this video like vertically like this. If so, I do apologize. All right, day 24. We are on the last item, and I have no clue. We got a sticker tin sheet, Astro Vintage, 40 stickers. All right, I am noticing that a lot of these items are kind of continuations of themes of vintage craft boxes, and all of her craft boxes really that she's done this year, but for me, I've gotten the themes that I like, and then the themes I didn't like, I didn't get. So the dragons, the fantasy, the medieval, I don't mind medieval, but I didn't need to craft with it, so to speak. So I didn't get those items, so now I have random things that I don't know what to do with. These, however, are really pretty. These look like little stickers. They're kind of almost, they're like not as thick as cardboard. I think they're zodiac. It said Astro, who's a lion. I don't know if that's a horse or, wait, is that even, why am I showing them this way, guys? I'm so sorry. I'm exhausted. I probably need to, I do have another advent calendar, you guys. Do not lose hope on me. I hate to say this. As we go through these stickers, the sun and the moon, that's a really cool one. I have another advent calendar from CMK Journal, and it's a small business in France. And I've seen spoilers. I know what's going to be in it, and I am really excited to open it for you guys. I might divide it into 2 nights because I am fatigued. I just, this is more recording than I usually do. It's just a lot of opening and closing. And look how intricate that sticker is. I mean, this is amazing detail. I'll be lucky not to break it though when I peel it off, just knowing me. But these are gorgeous. These are pretty, you know, I can use this with the Celestial, a lot of the Celestial stuff that she has made already. What is this image? Oh, okay. It's some goddesses and a moon there. I think this will go well with her Celestial box. I have not opened that on the channel yet. Beautiful, beautiful ram here. Really long horns. So, you know, these are fine. You know, there's tons of stickers in here. Tons of zodiac type things. I think you get the idea. I'm sure by the time I've edited, I'll have some more thoughts. But right now, I obviously really love day 16 with the pet tape stickers that, you know, had all the nature things, the botanicals, the mushrooms, the moths, the snakes. Those look fun. This washi tape here is probably my second favorite. And I do like her other washi tapes, the one that had the pattern of the outer box, as well as the weird purple and gold one. I mean, I guess they kind of, that purple and gold one kind of matches some of these gold patterns. Actually, I do like these. These are one of my favorite items. Sticker tin is nice. You know, money-wise, value-wise, it's definitely there. I know a lot of washi tape stickers, pet tapes especially the pre-cut stickers, they're super expensive, and there's no, when I saw the price for this in pre-order, I thought, how on earth is Coralie even going to make money? So thank you, Coralie. I mean, these are amazing, you know, it's amazing value. It's just maybe not all the themes are for me. And she has done a lot of fantasy, you know, in the past 2 years in her boxes, and I've just skipped those. So it might just be that I'm not, you know, how do you make a calendar with a theme that's not religious or no Christmas themes and make everybody happy? And you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be hard. I almost think for me, I'd be better off with like a nature calendar or like a space calendar, or, you know, have it, or literary, have it be some type of theme. But then obviously those would be a lot harder to sell and a lot more niched down. So I don't have any suggestions of ways to do this better. But also, you know, it's going to be hard to craft with some of these items because I don't have anything that goes with it. So that's where I get into the idea of doing some color collages. I do have some red stickers. Maybe that would be an answer. I mean, I love these Japanese lanterns. They're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's my reflection for now. Please do let me know what you think in the comments down below. And thank you so much for hanging out with me as I unbox the small, this is still an amazing advent calendar, 24-day advent calendar of lots of items. But thank you for hanging out with me. If you're still here in the video or premiere, please hit that like, thumbs up. That helps me. It helps my channel. And hype the like if you can. And until next time, I'll catch you later. And can't wait to open and show you guys that second advent calendar. And I'm back. While I was finding a rogue zodiac sticker, I also found a rogue item. Let me know if you guys have gotten this calendar, if this was in a certain day. This was just in the bottom of the box, and it looks like some vintage tags. It looks like it could go with that ephemera pack from day, what was that, day 3, I think? But that was a sealed cardboard type envelope with a little, you know, tuck spot, so nothing fell out of there. So these, I mean, look, this says Columbia Theater Building, and, you know, some vintage addresses. So these will be fun to use and glue down. I don't know if they're just a bonus or if they came with a certain day, but I mean, none of the envelopes were open. If I had opened a few, I didn't see these. So, hey, bonus item. Maybe it's day 25, right? Anyway, thank you guys again.